What's going on, guys? Marshall with Marshall Morphs coming back at you. I have a few updates to bring to you guys. If you had watched my last video, you know that I'm kind of in the middle of house hunting process, and I'd like to let you know, guys are the first to know, that we did find ourselves a house, and we have a closing date set for July. So we have a big move coming up in July, so it's going to be a pretty busy month here at the Marshall Morphs house. So that's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to get there. I'll have a lot of work ahead of me. It's an unfinished basement in there, and that's where I'm going to be moving the snake room to. So I think first off, we're just going to get the snakes in there. I'm not going to press too hard to getting that area finished, but we are going to get the snakes moved in there. So that's really super exciting, and I cannot wait. Another thing that has been going on, took a trip to Minnesota here last week, and in the middle of all of that, we had ourselves a clutch that hatched. So I don't have any video of that, or I didn't do an egg cutting video for that. I was just too busy. But nonetheless, it was an awesome little clutch. There was 4 eggs, and the pairing was an Enchy Fire to a citrus pastel calico. So bright looking babies, and I could not be more excited about it, and I can't wait to show you guys coming up here in a few minutes. Yeah, they are starting to go into their shed, so they're looking a little drab, a little dull, but I figured I don't want to wait, you know, a few more days, or well, probably about a week before they shed out. So we'll just go ahead and, you know, I'll have to show you them now in shed, and I guess that just means I'll have to show them to you again when they do shed out. I'm really happy about the clutch. Like I said, there was 4 eggs. And we did hit one of the quads, so that's pretty cool. That would be an Enchy Fire pastel calico. So, what is that? Enchy Calico Firefly, I guess? Whatever. But, so with that, I think we'll get right to it. And we'll start out with some of these babies. And we'll start out right off the bat here. This one here is a Enchy Pastel. So a nice little, let's see if we can get it to focus on this guy. Enchy Pastel. Nice looking little guy. I did hit 3 males out of the 4 egg clutch, so there's only 1 female. I love the head stamps on these. Enchy brings such cool head stamps in with the pastel, and Enchy Fires too. I mean, really awesome head stamps, and actually the head stamp is kind of cause for a little bit of debate with myself, a few people that I've reached out to. Once again, the male Enchy Pastel. Well, I'm going to skip one, and we'll go right to the Enchy Firefly. And when I'm talking about head stamps, this guy here is just the coolest. Well, not even, believe it or not even the coolest head stamp out of the clutch. So like I said, Enchy Firefly right there. So that is really cool. I'm really happy with the way this guy turned out. And again, he is a male. And I did mention that we hit the quad. And we hit the quad with another male. So here we have, in just one moment, the Enchy Firefly calico. And again, look at that head stamp. So cool. I know some people talk about him being like a butterfly. For me, this is X marks the spot on the head. I love what the calico is doing. You know, a lot of the times fire will do some funky things with that, you know, the bottom of the belly there. So it's really cool to see how the fire and the calico are fighting each other on this guy. The blushing along the dorsal, of course, coming up from the fire, and if I do say so myself, the citrus pastel, you know, I mean, your citrus and your lemon pastels, those are one of my favorite lines of pastels. So I think they just give a little bit of brightness to the pastels, however you may feel about pastel. So these are just phenomenal looking, guys. I love the head stamps. Now, the last one that I want to show you guys, like I said, he was kind of like, or actually I should say she's kind of the cause of the debate, the one that's kind of made me second guess my ID skills. But anyways, this little firefly here is possible Enchi, probable Enchi to some, possible. I'm just going to call him for now a firefly, or call her a firefly for now. The reason I say that is, I mean, she is very much like her brother, the Enchi firefly, in color, in pattern. They are very similar. But if you had noticed on the other three that do have Enchi in them, they have that very predominant head stamp. Whereas his, to me, is more like a fire head stamp. So, and again, I think this might be a case of being kind of psyched out, I guess you could say, by citrus pastel, if you can believe it. Citrus pastels, when I look through different citrus pastels that people have, if you notice the eye stripes, the yellow eye stripes on citrus pastels, many of them come all the way around the back of the head like hers does, which you will sometimes see in Enchi as well. So with that's why me personally, I'm going with firefly on this, possible Enchi. That's kind of one of those things that's going to be between myself and the buyer, because this little girl is available. So that's going to be between myself and the buyer. You know, I'll be completely upfront and being like, listen, some people were saying that this is Enchi. I myself, not so sure. So I always go with the lesser, and if someone gets a little bonus, hey, all the best for them. That's very cool. So she's a pretty smoking little girl. And like I said, they are just now starting to go into their first shed. So not quite as bright, but like I said, I just have to show them to you again after they shed. So yeah, with that, I think I just wanted to throw out a quick video, give you an update on this clutch, give you guys an update of what's going on. Hopefully one of these times soon we'll be able to get into the house and I can kind of give you a look at the basement area, what's going to be turned into, eventually going to be turned into the snake room. But it's just going to be a really exciting time coming up, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably guess that my videos again will be pretty sporadic due to all the moving, well, preparing to move, the moving, and afterwards. It's gonna be quite the next couple of months. I'm really excited, and I guess I'm really excited to be exhausted. So, but anyways, if you guys have any thoughts on this little girl, whether you think there's Enchi in there or it's just simply a firefly, please, you know, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. But with that, guys, I think we'll end the video for now. As always, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ding that little notification bell, and we'll see you real soon.